Hello everybody, welcome back to the video blog series here. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen again, whipping up the juice. I know last time I did this blog on the juice, there was some questions as to how can I get, predominantly from the parents, how can I get my children to get all these vitamins in their body? Well, I'm going to show you parents a little tip here. So what I've got going on here today is I've got cucumbers, red bell peppers, lemons, apples, broccoli, kale, two types of kale, and romaine red leaf lettuce. Now again, as I explained in the last juicing video about always alternating your fruits and your vegetables. Obviously, you have tomatoes in here too. Again, if you just do green leafy vegetables, the juicer will clog up, rightfully so, because there's not so much water that these guys throw. But they do throw a potent combo of amino acids, minerals, enzymes, chlorophyll, and phytonutrients. Now, I explained the phytonutrients and the importance of greens, but phytonutrients are also very, very high in red bell peppers as well as tomatoes. So anything in the red family or the green is going to kick a potent punch with phytonutrients. So, also, with this juice, as I explained in the past one, if you like spices, obviously this is for kids. Kids tend to not like spices, but I personally love them. So I have some cayenne pepper sprinkled in the bowl. You can add ginger or garlic, depending on if you're fighting a cold and whatnot. And again, with the kale, with the kale here, stems and all go right in here. Just keep that juicer going. Again, when you have the green leaves, you want to hold it down just for a few seconds longer just to make sure the leaves are catching. Okay, so what I'm doing differently with this one from what I did the last time is this is going to give it a sweet kick. Again, we want to make this palatable for kids. So instead of one lemon, I've added two. I've also added 2 apples, and you can add whatever apples of your choice that you like. Pink ladies are definitely pretty sweet. The green Granny Smith tend to be on the lower end of the glycemic spectrum, but again, if you're dealing with children or even adults that are just going through transition of trying to acclimate to more of a holistic lifestyle, these sweets are going to be your best friend. I also did add a little chunk of pineapple. Now again, pineapple is loaded with bromelain, which is a crucial enzyme. A lot of us take digestive enzymes. If you want to save some money on, spending money on supplements, getting it from the natural form, you could just start eating some pineapple or papaya, or both. Those are very 2 high natural sources of enzymes. So, we've completed the juicing here. Just going to have that scraped up. I've got a Vitamix blender. For you guys that never heard of Vitamix, if you don't have a Vitamix blender, I strongly suggest you guys get it. The Vitamix blender is one of the most powerful blenders on the market. This is what the base looks like. This is the Turbo Blend 4500. The Vitamix is so powerful that if you leave it rotating for about a minute to a minute and a half, it will actually heat up whatever you have in there. So if you're looking to do like a raw vegan soup, you can warm it up very easily in there. Any types of tomato sauces or anything like that, you can just do that. So now in the blender, I've added my juice. I've got ice in there. I'm going to add a banana. That definitely helps mask the flavor for children. Now parents, if you want to add some raw honey to it, that's a good idea. I'm going to skip that for me, but raw honey will be a good way to sweeten it up. And then you can add some cashew nuts or walnuts. Those either are 2 very good mixtures for it. What I'm going to do also here, being that I have them on hand, is I'm going to add some strawberries. Now, strawberries, again, will add a different sweetness to the kick. Okay, but we're trying to make this palatable for children again. And strawberries as well are very high, because they are red, are very high in phytonutrients and antioxidants. So we've got all our greens in there. We've got the sweets covered as far as the apples, the lemons, the pineapple, the banana, and now we're adding strawberries. Okay, now again, for those of you trying to avoid sugar, obviously refer back to the other video blog on making a juice, because that's more geared towards a non-sugar realm. But if sugar's not a concern for you and you're just trying to get this stuff to taste good for kids or just make it through this transition phase to acquire to this lifestyle, this is the video for you. So I've added about 8 to 10 strawberries in there. Going to set the Vitamix on and give this a blend. If you want to add a little more thickness to it as well, which sometimes is not that palatable for people, but I personally love it, is adding an avocado to the smoothie. That will actually thicken it up some more. You don't need to go with the whole. I'm just going to go with, the whole for myself. But again, if it's not that much of a palatable thing for you, we just want to do this to add more texture, like a creaminess. And again, for a kid who's used to, you know, yogurt from Pinkberry or TCBY or Carvel or any of those chemically induced products, they like the creamy taste, so the avocado will give it that as well. So you've got a potent smoothie here right now. A lot of amino acids, a lot of minerals, a lot of enzymes. You let the Vitamix go for about 30, 40 seconds. Make sure everything's blended. Now the Vitamix comes with a plunger too, which works really well. So when you're doing thick nuts, pates, or coconut, or any of that, nothing gets caught on the side. Just stirring it up this way. And we're just about done here. And that should do it, because again, people, this blender is so potent that you don't want to run it too long, because then something that's supposed to be cool and refreshing will actually get warm, because it moves so fast. So this is what it looks like. Again, as you can see, I will bring it to you guys a little closer here. It's thickened like a smoothie, and that's the key for kids. So again, you have a fresh juice here. We're trying to get rid of the Odwalla, the naked juices, the Tropicana, the Ocean Spray, Gatorade, all of those fake sources of liquid that are supposed to revitalize and regenerate the body and hydrate. Those all do the opposite, because they're so chemically induced, and they're dead foods because they're pasteurized. So this is the way to go. Check it out. Shoot me some emails for any questions on the ingredients, on how you can play with them and substitute. But there's so many possibilities. There's an infinite abundance of fruits and vegetables that you can add to this stuff. It's a great way to introduce health to your children and to yourself and to your family. So drink up, people. One love. Stay healthy. Peace.